Hi there, welcome back. Today I'm going to be taking us through the orders dashboard and the order management feature of the Bumper web app. Now, the order management feature of the Bumper web app helps you organize and track every single order, whether it is online, offline, in your physical store, anywhere you sell at all. It is very possible for you to organize and track every single sale you make with your Bumper web app. So let's start by navigating to the orders dashboard. To do that, come to the menu option here and click on orders. And you're here on the dashboard. In this video, I'm just going to quickly break down all of this information. And then in subsequent videos, we go into more detail like how to create an order or how to track an order and every other thing you can do regarding order management on Bumper web app. So to start with, like I mentioned, this is your orders dashboard. Here you can see all your orders. You can record an order manually. And also if you sell with your Bumper website, the order is automatically recorded for you. So let's start with this prompt here. This prompt here is to bring your attention to orders that need resolving. I'm going to break this down in more detail in another video, but when you see this here, you can just click on this button to see the orders that need resolving. So next here we have this. Here you can see the total number of orders you have, and here you can see the total amount you are owed. So if you click on this, you're going to filter by all the unpaid orders that you have. And here you can see your completed orders. And finally here you can see your unpaid orders. So this shows you the numbers, but it also does the exact same thing that this does here. So if you click on this, for example, it takes you to all your orders. If you click on this, you can see your unpaid orders. You can see your pending orders. You can see the partially paid ones. And finally, you can see the completely paid orders. I'm going to break down all of this in a bit, but let me quickly come here. So if you click on this actions button, you'll see invoice notes and export CSV. Now, invoice notes basically allows you add notes to your invoices because you can also create invoices and receipts with your Bumper web app. So I'll get into this in more detail. And here you can basically, with this option here, you can export your orders into a CSV file. And finally, here you have the create order button, which helps you create an order manually. I will get into this in a bit. Now here you can filter again. You can filter by an order tracking ID, which is this number here. You can also filter by the order status. So if you click on this, you can see the drop down that shows you if you want to filter completed orders or open orders or cancelled orders or orders that are processing, you can actually do that. So this, for example, immediately filters to orders that are still in processing. Also, you can filter by hierarchy. So if you want to change it from ascending to descending, it's also very possible. You can also filter by the payment status, which is whether the order has been paid, or you want to see all the ones that are paid and partially paid, or you want to see just the partially paid ones, or you want to see just the pending orders, or you want to see unpaid. Then you can also filter by shipping status. So here you can see all the shipping status options, whether it has been delivered, whether it is unfulfilled, whether it has been shipped, or whether it has been picked up, or it is awaiting shipping, or has been returned. Then you can also filter by channel. So we have added all the channels that you can sell from, and you can actually record orders by these channels when you're recording an order. I will show you what that looks like in another video, but you can also filter by channel. And then finally by the logistics partners, depending on which ones that you have. Okay, so let's clear this and go back. Then this is delivery. So you can filter by the delivery date and time of an order. So if, for example, you're trying to find an order that was delivered in April, you can just filter by April. And you can also filter by date range in general. And finally, you can actually search using a search term for an order. Now back to this. Now here you have all of your orders and all the information. the icon here indicates where the order was recorded. So for example, this is a physical store, this is Instagram, this is your website, and like that, and this is Facebook. Then here you have the order number and the order name, and then the item. You can see here the item that was bought. Here you can see the price, the total amount paid. You can see the status. Like I said, it could be processing, it could be open, it could be completed, and you can also see the the payment status, whether it has been paid or it's partially paid. And finally, you can also see the shipping status and the dates that the order was recorded, and finally the downloads of invoices or receipts that you have downloaded for the order. At the bottom here, you can choose to increase the number of orders you can see on your screen in one go. So I have increased this from 25 to 200, which means I can now see more orders. And you can also just go to the next page by clicking here. So you have page 2, page 3, and the more orders you record, the more number of pages you have. Basically, the more orders you can filter through. Finally, to take bulk actions on a number of orders, you just come and you click on this box here, which automatically selects all the orders that you have, and you can untick the ones you do not want to perform an action on, for example. But basically, this allows you perform bulk actions on all your orders. So as you can see, you can choose to delete. You can also choose to confirm or reject bank transfer. You can also mark shipping for all of these orders at the same time, or mark payment, or download the shipping slips or the receipts or invoices, depending. And that's it. This is what the orders dashboard looks like. It's pretty simple and straightforward. In the next set of videos, I'm going to break down every single thing one by one. So see you in the next video.